By a dog die alone. By a dog die alone.
I own 2 companies, Kendra.
You ever meet somebody and they're so boring you feel like they poisoned you? Like,
Shaming yourself. Oh, ain't nobody shame.
I beg your pardon.
I own 2 companies, Kendra.
you ever meet somebody and they're so boring?
Let's go. Drop those locations. Let's get it, baby. No games. No mas. Drop those locations. Drop those locations. Let's get it. Houston in the building. Let's go.
What?
What the hell you mean we? You get that we shit.
Philly in the building. Dallas. We start the clip when we get at 100.
In prayer in every decision that you make.
Couple more minutes, we're going to get started. Drop your locations. Let's clear the board. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Couple more minutes, we're going to get going. We're not waiting. Too much to handle, too much to cover. How you guys doing? Let's make it happen. How you guys doing? Welcome back to the show. So much to cover. Look like we already got a show sponsored. Intellect says about damn time. I know it's like, when shows don't get sponsored, I have to take time off, so that the business model will be feasible, but I'm glad to be back. I knew that a topic that would have to pull us back would bring us back, But yeah, man, let's get it. We're already 25 into it. If we sponsor today's show, we come back here and we react to another woman of absurd it's just, oh my goodness. Let me see if I can find it. I actually got a steal. I don't even know if I still have it here. Let me see if I can find it here. I think it's this. Yeah, this is what we're reacting to tomorrow if we sponsor today's show. We're already 25 in, thanks to Intellect. Much love. The reason why we had to take some time off is because I wasn't going to let people like Intellect, Edward Daniels, all of the heavy hitters, I wasn't going to let them carry the duration of like all of the shows. I just wasn't going to do it. It was starting to weigh on me that maybe like 3 or 4 people were actually carrying the shows, and it just seemed wrong. So the last show that didn't get sponsored, I decided that I was going to take some time off and just work on some content, build the platform. I didn't take it personal. It is what it is. If people donate, they donate. If they don't, they don't. But the business model has to move along. But we're back. Glad to be back. There's a lot of news. A lot of things have happened. There was a content creator, actually, who Kendra G tried to sue. We have to talk about that. Shouts out to the content creator who just survived Kendra G's most recent attack. Let's get that graphic up there. Let's get that strong black man up there. Put that strong black man up there. We'll let that just sit there for a second. Let that marinate. Let that marinate on. If any of Kendra G's fans might be watching, let's just let's just have a moment of silence for Kendra G and the reputation that she could have had, that could have probably been positive, but now Kendra G is being reacted to by, I don't even know if I can count the platforms of her being covered, because she failed miserably. This isn't the first time she's tried to attack a content creator, trying to slow down a content creator because she doesn't like their perspective, because she disagrees with them. But if you watch the video and you go over to O'Shea Duke Jackson's platform or other people who have covered it, you'll see that it's Kendra G's bitterness and her inability to be mature and to be fair in these conversations is what has led her to these kind of public humiliations. This hasn't even been a year since her relationship blunder that's also caused her a ton of humiliation. Now you find yourself being reacted to, and now your content, now it's up for grabs. People are going to react to your content. There isn't going to be any keeping people away from your content when it's been public that you went down. And when the judge says everybody can react to your content, that means everybody can react to your content. That's what I was trying to tell you about fair use. And you would always be like, well, I don't like fair use. I don't like reaction channels. Doesn't matter what you don't like. What matters is what the rules are. Doesn't matter what you don't like. It doesn't matter if you don't think that reaction channels is real work. Doesn't matter. What matters is what the judge says. What matters is what YouTube says. You tried this. You tried to hurt my channel a couple of years ago, and YouTube sent you that prompt, and they hit me up saying, yeah, we basically know that this chick doesn't know what she's talking about. Like, YouTube wasn't even, like, on your side from the jump. And I noticed there's a correlation between, like, the people who you try to attack. It's usually, like, black content creators who have strong opinions. I really, truly believe you have a strong, deep-seated resentment for black men. You need to go to therapy. I don't know what happened to you, but something isn't right there with you, Kendra. Like, you're a very disturbed woman. And I'm glad that all of this chaos you've been going through this last week, it's all proving and it's all exposing to the world that you're a bully, and you always have been. You're just trying to push around people. You're that girl, you're that spoiled little rich girl who doesn't want to share a toy and thinks that, like, people are trying to steal your glory away, and everybody's trying to take your shine, and everybody's trying to get in your way and outshine you because you've been so overlooked most of your life. It's pathetic. And you fail to realize that content creators like me, content creators like this content creator who we just put up on the screen, they help promote your content. Like, your content would not have gone as far. Your platform would not be as big if there wasn't so many content creators reacting to your content. It's just, you're one of the most foolish women the internet has ever produced. Okay, let's get into it. Let's see who we got. Houston in the building. Finally caught alive. I know some people probably are going to be thinking that we're not live because, of course, you know, we've been gone a while. So I like to give a little bit of time and grace. Now, the theme of today's show. The theme of today's show is my favorite kind of archetype to cover. It's the good-looking, post-wall, modern woman who believes that she is still as valuable as all the younger women who are still fertile, who still have plenty of opportunity in the dating market, who still have a chance to be molded in a healthy way. They don't have a ton of baggage. I just find it quite hilarious that post-wall women think that they can compete with these women. And I need you good-looking and 40 and up women to understand something, that the older you are, equated with how good you look, like putting those together, the better you look, being single, that means you're the problem a lot of the time. It doesn't help you being a gorgeous woman and you've been on the dating market a ton, and men can see that other men have had a chance to make a long-term decision on you, and they didn't. Now, The feature presentation, the last archetype we're going to cover, that doesn't really speak so much for her. She's had plenty of opportunity to get married, allegedly, but she passed them up for reasons that are absolutely just disgusting. We're going to get into it. Keep the engagement above 50, and I won't stop the show. Cash apps are the only way to guarantee stop the show. If we reach that goal of $50, that'll sponsor the show. That's actually getting ready to move back up to $100 though, because we're going to be reacting to Kendra G's content a lot more often now that, you know, with everything that's happened with her lawsuit and whatever. I'm pretty sure Kendra G doesn't want to boost my platform and take me to but if she wants to, she can, because I also have the $2,000 to fight it also. 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, even if it was 5,000, I could fight it, and all it's gonna do is blow my channel up. I wish the bitch would. So again, the shows are gonna start being more frequent again. So that's probably gonna increase the goal, but this will probably be our last 50 show. Intellect's already covered half of it. Again, we're making Kendra G's content slows down our channel. When we react to Kendra G, the algorithm starts treating us weird. So again, I don't really have much incentive in it. That's why we have to have a goal model, because it doesn't help me. It doesn't help the platform. So if we're gonna keep just doubling up on Kendra G's platform, that's not even a hefty goal to ask for, I believe. So much love to Maurice. He already sent the buck. You one of them ones, bro. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. We got work to cover.
Was exactly his reasoning. For me, it immediately killed the mood.
Make, okay? I want him to be emotionally.
I think if I
Let me go to the app then.
Kendra G Singles, the dating app, is available now on iPhones and Android phones.
On my phone.
Hello?
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm gonna, is it okay if I go to the app, Kendra?
You're in the app.
No, but I'm gonna go to my phone, honey. That's what I meant. There.
So you want to request again from the app?
No, I see you.
So what are we doing? I'm confused.
Phone and got off the iPad.
So now you're on your phone?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Well, you figured it out, girl.
I did.
Listen, you're not bad, but it's like we see more of the ceiling. I'll keep the, no, oh shit. We good. Because I think if I have you do too much, child, it's going to be all messed up. We staying. It's like the game of spades. We staying. Nope. No, blackjack. I'm not here no more. I'm stopping right here. Your name is Lisa?
Yes.
Lisa, where you calling me from?
I'm calling from Potter Springs, Georgia. It's a suburb in Atlanta.
Okay, Potter Springs, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how old are you?
I had a birthday yesterday. I'm 58 today.
Okay, 58. Happy birthday to you. So that's are we Virgo or Libra season?
Libra.
Okay, Libra. What you do for a living, Lisa?
I'm a registered nurse.
RN. You have any kids?
I do. He is 38.
38. Okay. You ever been married?
Yes, I have.
Chicken Raymond.
Okay, you have. When did you get divorced?
2006.
2006. Okay, so we got Lisa, Georgia, 58 Libra, RN, mom's a 38-year-old. She was once married. I think I got it all. I think I'm missing something, but I don't know what I'm missing yet. What kind of man are you looking for?
Okay, I wrote it all down, Kendra. Okay?
Oh, we got a list. Oh, wait, real quick. Do you want to be on social media too, or do you want to just stay in my app?
I need to increase all my chances.
Whoa, we gonna put you out here in these streets. We gonna put you on the Kendra G social media. Okay, Lisa said, find me a man. Come on, let's do it. Everybody in the app, in the house, in the club, in the lawyer's house, in the White House, in the funeral house. Who own it?
Yeah, who own it?
Yeah, the funeral. Now, y'all say what y'all want, but there's a lot of money when you bury the dead child. They be the ballers. Now I'd be a little nervous because I'd be like, don't be trying to put me in one of your caskets, child. But let's stay focused. What kind of man you looking for?
Okay, so I'm looking for a man who loves God. And when I say that, I don't mean a person that just goes to church. I mean, I want you to go to God in prayer in every decision that you make. Okay, I want him to be emotionally mature. I want him to be a good communicator. I want him to show up for me. I want him to make time for me, and I want him to choose me over and over again.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. Once I don't know. Look, I know I'm tired because my
Yeah,
questions are all over the
yeah,
place
yeah.
tonight. We'll get to that question though. What's your deal breakers?
Okay, my deal breakers are somebody who's not a believer,
Mm-hmm.
someone who smokes, including weed, somebody who drinks excessively, and someone who doesn't have a fitness routine.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
So I'm 5'6.5", and I like somebody at least 6 feet. I like somebody with a little facial hair, a nice trim goatee, and
My
someone who's
dog died
fit.
alone.
Now, when I say fit and healthy, I'm a nurse. I don't want you to have, black men, and not all black men.
Okay, so before she's even gotten to her money requirement, she's already asking for basically the best guy in the dating market, basically.
They don't.
Basically, like, she already wants the best guy in the dating market. Like, before we even start talking about money, she wants all the best aesthetics. Just keep that in mind.
Go to the doctors. They don't go to the dentist. I need you to have a routine. I need you to be healthy. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I did that. Should he make a certain amount of money?
I need him to make more than me, so I need him to make at least $150,000.
Big.
My dog died alone.
Yeah, man. No. Like, it's just, no. Like, I just don't understand what women don't understand about. And then you mentioned your income. He has to make as much as me. No, he doesn't. Your income isn't a factor. You want to know why? Because you don't plan on using any of it for like the family, the hypothetical family we might start, or for our life. You don't plan on using the majority of your income for what we're going to be getting into. So why do you think it gets to be leverage for how I pick you, or criteria for in which that I make a decision on you? Why do you think that gets to happen that way? Or better yet, does that sound reasonable? Because I get it. You're like, I make over 150K or whatever, or I make this whatever amount. See, this is the issue with women and you guys entering the workforce, is because a lot of you are, your personal and adult value is higher than your dating market value. Your sexual marketplace value is lower than what you're worth as an adult. So you're worth 200K or whatever, or you're worth 100K or whatever it might be, but your dating market value might cap at like 60,000, 50,000, 70,000 or something. Your specific SMV for your age or whatever. The problem with our women, black women, it's just an endless prime, no matter what. And I get it. You think that because you're still getting hollered at a little bit more than women your age, you're 58, you're still getting hollered at. So that's got your confidence really high, but it doesn't change the facts. You're less valuable than the women who can still have children, who haven't been through a ton of heartbreak, don't got kids. And you're asking for the best guy in the dating market. Before you even mentioned the 150K, all you ran off was high quality, visual appealing, like attraction standards. Like you want him to be tall, you want him to have a beard, you want him to have a goatee that's clean, you want him to be tall, you want him to be 6 feet, which there's only so many of those men. You want rare genetic qualities, and you want rare money. What is rare about you?
My dog died alone.
I don't think a lot is. I don't think there's a lot of really rare about you. I think there's a lot of yous around. I think I can go to like any local area and I'll see some good-looking, middle-aged black woman who's got a weave and like maybe a nice body. But I'm thinking the same thing every other guy is thinking. Why you still single?
Big money, big
Can-
money. All
Yes.
about the. So if he made 110, girl, you couldn't do it.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, but I need him to know how to invest in the stock market. I need to have a good credit score. I need to have an emergency
Thanks,
savings.
Katie and Kyrie. I was out of position.
I don't know. Let me tell you something.
I said 35K
Hey, all
gone.
the women that call me got money, child. Don't you play with them? She said 150. Okay, if I'm gonna make an exception for 110,000, you better know how to invest your coin. So a guy that make 80 shouldn't even pull up on you.
Kendra, you should stop trying to be funny. Old people are only funny when they're not trying to be funny. You're an elder. Like, stop trying to be funny.
Oh, Kendra, I was making that back
It's not going over.
10 years ago. I just, no shade, no shade, no shade, no shade. But my last boyfriend was senior VP of IT of a bank. So the last one was a doctor, one was a pilot. I listen.
Why is you like, wait, why are you talking to me? Why you not with them?
I'm so tired. This is also going to be what the feature presentation is also going to do. She's going to talk about how she's almost made it to the finish line a bunch of times, as if that equates to some sort of value, like that because at one point you were dealing with quality men or you were dealing with the best men in the dating market. That doesn't mean much for you today if you're single. And the more rare those men were, the less likely it is that you're going to run into those guys again. If those guys were really, really rare, like they worked really jobs that like only like the top like 1 to 5% of men can obtain, I promise you that means it's probably that less likely that you'll probably meet those guys. That decreases the chances just that much more that you'll probably run into that potential guy again. So what Kendra's basically trying to tell you is you're stupid. You're dumb as hell, and and if you end up by yourself for the rest of your life, it's going to be different for you because you're going to be looking back and seeing like doctors. Other women will be looking back and trying to circle back on good men, but you'll be circling back on like doctors and men who could have actually like really like done something for you. So good luck.
I don't want to get married, Kenya. We were together for 9 years, and when you say a man that makes a lot of money, you're on the money. He did not want to get married. We traveled, family, all that stuff.
So okay, so
hold on, wait a second. So my bad, y'all.
So
keep
it's
doing
mirrors.
That. So you're saying that hold on, I need to fix my canvas. Wrong clamor. There we go. So basically you're saying that he didn't want to marry you because he's a high earner? Because Kendra G has this theory that high value guys just don't commit. No, they don't commit to you career, modern women, masculine broads. There's a reason why Kendra G isn't married and she's 40 something and whatever, and her best friend is married and 40 something and like she's doing well. They both think different about men. And that's why one's doing well and one isn't doing so well. It doesn't have anything to do with high-value men. See, it's easy to just make high-value men the problem and say, you know what, men who make a lot of money, they just have a problem with settling down. It must be all those options that they have, all that ass that's at their disposal. No, nothing could be further from the truth. The reason why he didn't settle down with you is because you probably didn't have anything that could far exceed the value of your booty or like the box. Like, once a lot of you women, you're only as good as just the night, and then during the day you're not of much quality. You think that because you're cute, men are supposed to, I don't know, care something about what you're talking about, be available to you as much as they want, do the things that you want. There's a problem with 8s, 9s, and 10s. They start trying to control the man and move him to something less attractive because she knows that there are other men who are willing to grovel at her feet. I'm here to tell you that might have been your day at one point in time. That day is up.
Why?
Yeah.
You're 58, marriage is the goal.
Yes.
So everything in that relationship was good except he didn't want to get married.
He didn't want to get married. And after a while, Kendra. Sorry, honey. After a while, I'm in my 50s.
Kendra, you're such a hostile woman. Why do I feel like that could have just ended in like a fight? Like if she would have like, why do I feel like if she would have responded in like a different way, that could have ended bad? Like, Kendra, why are you so? What happened to you in your life to where you're so warlike?
Okay, I want to get married.
Have you ever been married? You have been married, right?
Yeah, I've been married.
That's right. And when did you get divorced? 2020, 2000 and oh, okay. Listen. So when did y'all break up?
November last year.
Did y'all live together and all that?
Oh no, I don't.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no living together. We were actually. It was my birthday, and we went out the country every time for my birthday, every year for my birthday. And I was going to break up with him, but he's like, let's go somewhere. So we went to Panama, and then
Hold on, wait a minute. Wait a second. See, this is what I mean when I say that men are just inherently far more righteous than women. We're just more righteous. We come into relationships with more morality than women do a lot of the time. This is corruption. So are you telling me that you were getting ready to break up with this man, and then then you found out he was going to take you on a trip to Panama, which is probably something you probably have always wanted to do? Who wouldn't want to go there? And then you decided not to break up with him and go on the trip anyway? Ma'am, I'm here to tell you that makes you a terrible human being. And this is why the dating market is becoming a scary place for men, because men are seeing women use men with a fluidity that we've never seen in the dating market. You women are treating men like something disposable, like we've never seen. You're like, oh yeah, I was getting ready to like not be with him anymore, but then he wanted to take me on his trip, so I'm going to use his money up and then get rid of him. So you want to just take a little bit more, just keep taking a little bit more. Do you think that any man who might be out here considering you, do you think that he's optimistic about you after hearing something like this? Do you think that he thinks you're a good person?
unfortunately, while we were there, his
This is
mom
why we
got
do it,
sick.
people.
So I couldn't break up with him then, and then we came back.
1 second, we got another. We have another with somebody else who dropped 25 on the show. Let's see who it is. It is Desiree. Desiree says, "Let's work." I'm here, sister. Black women support this show. I get it. Much love. I appreciate you. And that sponsors today's show. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Way to come back and support, and show your love. Appreciate you guys. I like coming back to a sponsored show. It's going back up to 100 after this show, so wanted to give y'all one more at a deal. Let's get back to it.
God rest her soul. His mom died. You can't break up with somebody after all that time when their mom dies. So I had to wait some time, hoping it'd get better. It didn't. It's still the same.
So I want to make sure I understand, and it's fine if
So you're gonna say, oh, you found out that his mom was gonna pass, so you stayed with him a little bit longer, because you can't break up with somebody whose mom is getting ready to die. Yes, you can. You absolutely can. All you have to do is just break up with them. I think that you said that so that you don't look as bad for staying with him so that you could get the Panama trip. You evil, diabolical woman. Don't try to turn around and be moral after you stayed with him just to get a trip and you already wanted to break up with him. I've seen women in that same situation say, I can't take the trip because we have to talk. And at that point, they don't let it go any further because they know that that's not ethical to accept something like that. This is everything I need to know about you. I'm telling you, when you see a woman and she's fine and she's good looking and she's been in the dating market for a long time and she's pushing 60, you better believe as soon as she starts talking, she's gonna show you why. She's gonna show you why. Let's continue.
this is the reason. So everything was good other than he wanted to get married. He didn't want to get married.
No. And I just feel that maybe he wasn't always faithful.
Oh, okay. Now we get into more of it. So there was some infidelity going on.
Well, things got weird. Like the last time he saw me and he left my house, he kissed me on the forehead. Come on, dude.
What the hell are you talking about?
Ma'am, you're just making this worse. You're trying. Oh, I just feel like he was. I just feel like he was cheating.
What the hell is even that?
I just feel like he was cheating. What does that mean? I think that's your guilty conscience of you really not being here with good intentions. That's your guilty conscience projecting onto him. You're like, yeah, Kendra, he's been cheating. Don't a man kiss a woman on the forehead? It's like, you pulled that out of your ass. You made that shit up.
I just think something wasn't right.
Okay. All right. But now he was what? The senior vice president?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then what happened with the pilot girl? You got that's real frequent flyer miles.
And Kendra, of course, has no pressure for this lady. It speaks everything to Kendrick G's character. It's so telling. It says everything about the quality of Kendra G as a woman, that she doesn't have any pushback for this woman. She didn't care about the Panama trip thing. She's just like, yeah, girl, get that trip. Get that trip, girl. Get that trip. And then get rid of his ass. It's just, Kendra, god damn. I mean, sometimes I try to believe that you're a good person. I've seen you give money away. I've seen you be charitable. But it's just, I don't know. Then I watch you smile in the face of some of the worst behaviors. If a man is losing, you don't care if it's moral. You don't care if the woman is being immoral. You don't care if she's hurting him. You don't care if she's stealing from him. It doesn't matter. I noticed that about you. I'm trying to figure out what your issue is with black men. I mean, I can tell you have a really good relationship with your father. I can tell it's an amazing relationship. Shout out to him. I have no problem with him. But it just seems like a woman could just be having a conversation with you and trashing a black man, or setting up a hypothetical where she's using a black man. Ashley Dalton does the same thing. They'll just be sitting by having to use that nigga party. And they'll be like, what are y'all doing? You can't turn around and say you're for black men and do this. You can't do that. That's not fair. Much love to Mick. He dropped 10 on the show. You one of them ones, brother. How you doing? All right. Let's get back into it.
He was Caucasian, and I just wanted to marry a black man.
Okay.
But
there was a third guy you mentioned. You said,
because I'm a nurse, so I meet a lot of doctors and PAs, and it's always something. It's like, yes, let's give time. You want to get married, or you want to get married. All you think about is getting married. I don't want to keep being your girlfriend. Keep saying, I have a boyfriend at 50 something. That's just not for me.
Ma'am, that's your fault. That's your fault. Check the version of you that existed in your 20s that wasted her time. Check the version of you that was in her 30s that wasted her time. That's on you. You don't get to come back in the dating market and now put extra pressure on men and say, hey, I'm ready to get married. I'm tired of being somebody's girlfriend. I want to be seen. You don't get to do that. That's not how it works. You get to accept the fact that you're an older woman in the dating market, somebody who his prime is far behind them, you're less valuable than the other women, and that you get a different type of deal now. You don't get to just come out here and say, yeah, I know I'm old, I know I'm used up, I know that I come with a little bit more rules than the next chick, I'm even a little more funkier than the younger women. But still, I want what I want. You don't get to do that. You're not going to push men around like that.
I just don't want.
And then you think that because he didn't want to marry you, it's just because he's a high earner. No, that don't have nothing to do with it. Maybe it's because you weren't a wife. You probably never thought about that. You never probably even thought about that maybe you have something missing. Maybe there's something about you that, and maybe it's probably because you ask him for a lot of stuff, or like you're always asking to go on trips, and like everything is about an experience for you and him spending some money. He probably found a woman just as fine, but is in his pocket way less. Did you ever think about that? I can tell you ask for a lot of stuff. You just think that life is about like where you're going, who's taking you somewhere, you being seen. And the man that don't accommodate it to your likelihood, you start to treat him like crap. You start going silent on him. Because at one point, carpets were rolled out for you. Your day's over. That's why you're on Kendra G's show.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so we got the backstory. So now we know why 80K ain't shit Don't you pull up to her. She don't want to hear. She don't care what you got to say. 150K. If it's at 110, you got to show her a PowerPoint presentation on how you going to get your ass to 150K by Friday. Okay? So if you ain't got that, don't you pull up on no Lisa. Okay. All right, let's do the Kendra Cam, girl, because you know you're talking big money, and you know you're going to be on social media. So I'm letting you know, not a body.
Okay. Now, this is where she thinks her negotiation starts. Unfortunately, this is where she thinks her negotiation starts. She thinks that because she's physically doing better than most women at her age, that this means, oh, now I can demand more out of men in the dating market. Ma'am, I'm here to tell you that's not true. And congratulations for having somewhat of a nice package, being able to take care of yourself at your age. Whoop-de-fucking-do. There are going to be some guys who are going to want to sleep with you. But how many men are going to want to marry you and make a lifelong decision on you, saying you can't give them a kid? You got rules that are going to be probably more uncomfortable than the parameters that a younger woman is going to set. This is why older women just go ahead and date younger women still. Because even the fine older women, y'all got all these rules. You're aching, you're tired, you sleep more than you used to be. You have this mentality like, I'll be damned. That's a little bit more strong and got more bravado on it than the younger women. Onyx says, why get married at that age? For what? Like a lot of men are thinking like, okay, you don't even want to have any kids. We've already had our kids. If you want, like the other woman is going to at least be talking that partner stuff. At least the next lady that we're going to react to, she'll be talking that partner shit.
No, wait. Wait, not see why you, Lisa, do it again, girl. Do it again, girl, because that's the case you wanted to know why we at 150.
Of course, Kendra, you would believe that like a woman's body automatically qualifies her to be for some type of money because you're a ratchet bumpkin. But in the real world, a woman having a nice body doesn't just automatically qualify her for a guy who makes a ton of money. That's just bullshit. And if you were actually just learning from your own experiences and learning from the content creators who you think are against you, you probably would understand that by now.
That body look good, Lisa.
Thank you.
You 58?
Kendra, I get up at 5:30, 5:45, say my devotion. I'm in the gym by 6:15.
You look good, girl.
Thank you.
Now I see why.
Talk Heavy says, look like an expired snack to me. Much love for that. Much love. Thank you for that super chat. Yeah, like, I'm still not even seeing something that's going to make me be like, yeah, I've seen older women with more ass and everything, still with good bodies and all of that. And all of that, like, women with nice ass bodies. Like, it's not anything new. I mean, we see it all the time. Like I said, you go to your local area, it's going to be a ton of middle-aged, good-looking, snatched, older broads who blew their chances. Promise you. It's everywhere, man.
What?
Can't make it up.
Say what you want,
I didn't
child,
make
but
it
that
up.
body
Like,
belongs
seriously.
on the beach. So, in Santorini Beach in Greece.
Oh, Santorini was like 3 years ago. So.
Okay, well, I've been to Santorini too. I can talk my shit now too, Lisa. Now, okay? I'm letting you have your moment, but I've been some places too, Lisa. All right, when was your last relationship? You done woke me up, girl.
It was last November.
Last November. Okay, you don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with somebody?
I'll say this: I'm a one-man woman, and I'm only when I'm with someone. So last November is when I broke up with my boyfriend. So.
Okay. So listen, I like that rule. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Oh, honey, I got some. One of the flaws is I feel I stay in relationships too long. I feel I'm always trying to make them see how the qualities in me and what we can do together. So I stay and I try to make things work when I should leave. Another flaw is I'm very impatient. When I meet somebody, Kendra, I'm like, I'm not one of these people that want to text for 3 weeks. No, I need to talk, give you my number. I need to see how you sound. Do you speak correct English? All that kind of stuff. I need to get it going. And another one is I'm an overthinker. Like for instance, if I send a text to somebody and they don't respond, but then I'm like, did I say something wrong? Did I do something wrong? And So yeah, I have more, but just said 3.
And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I wrote it down, Kendra, because I don't want to miss anything.
Okay, let's do
A
it.
guy would be lucky to be with me because I'm more than just a partner. I'm a team player, I'm a motivator, and I'm a safe place. I love to create joy and laughter while also showing up to be loyal and respectful. I had a guy to tell me one time that he has to fight in this world, excuse me, as the black man. So when he comes home, he doesn't want to fight. So I want to be his peace.
Okay. Let's do it. Lisa talking that talk now. Now I mean, the body look good, so I'm just gonna let you have it, child. The body look good. Now you might.
A lot of you women would actually end up being somebody's piece if you actually understood men, if you actually cared to understand men. But a lot of you women do not care to understand men. This archetype is going to put that on display in a way we haven't seen before. I'm not sure we've ever seen this much delusion packed into one call feature presentation. Let's go. This is another woman who represents the same she's the same archetype. Better looking for women who typically are aging where she is. You can tell that back in her day, the attention was like it was even more. It was even more. There was a lot of guys hollering at her. And a lot of women just try to survive off that steam. Far when that time to not do that is just that's come. Or like far after like that day is gone and passed. So let's go ahead and get into it. At this point, Cash Apps is certainly the only thing that's going to stop the show. Let's go ahead and spin the clip.
I know. I did it once. It's not that bad. I like it.
Okay. Well, you look pretty. The Chicago guys gonna like you. Let me get to know you more. You got a good job. Your job transfer you there too. How old are you?
44.
Oh, you look younger than 44. Do you have kids?
Thank you. I have 2 adult kids.
How old are your 2 adult kids?
23 and 20.
Okay. Both by the same man?
No.
Oh, 2 men. Have you ever been married?
Yes.
Yes. When did you get divorced?
The last divorce was like 10 years ago.
How many times have you been married?
A couple times.
Is a couple 2 or more than 2?
More than 2.
How many times you been married, girl?
It's me. I'm the problem. Yeah.
At least she knows.
How many times have you been married, Natasha?
3.
3? Wow. Child, listen. Okay, so I'm nosy. It's not necessarily a part of my questions, but I'm curious.
Yeah.
Okay, how low were you when you got married the first time?
20.
20, okay. And how long was that marriage?
2 years.
Okay. Then the second marriage, how old were you?
25.
Okay, and then how long was that marriage?
A year.
Oh, a year. And then the last marriage you said are any of these your children's dads?
Yeah.
Girl, they was like, I got to marry you.
I know. I've been engaged quite a few times also.
Ooh, girl, they don't want to let you go. They're like, she got that good. I don't want to let her go.
Look at these engagement queens celebrating as if that's a win. Just because some men at one point were trying to be engaged to her and it didn't lead to anything, that's not a victory. That's only a victory in a demographic of women who only marry 1 in 4. They're like, oh, at least I got close a couple times, bitch. It's like, that's not actually a real win.
It's a total, not just the lower part.
Say again?
It's the total package. It's not just that.
Bingo numbers.
But that's a big help. But yeah.
Shout out to Highway 20 Skinny. How you doing, man?
I got you, girl. All right, so let's get to it. So Natasha, 44, and what do you do for a living?
I'm in aviation.
Aviation, okay. Divorce, and what's your zodiac sign?
Aries.
And you're in Chicago. Okay, let's do it. We got Natasha, Chicago, 44, Aries, works in aviation, divorced, mom of 2 adult children. Fellas, y'all better be focused because she already told us the track record. Because if you don't close the deal fast, somebody shall. All right.
Clinicians choose to take travel assignments.
because he wanted me to convert, and I just could
Convert
not.
to what?
Muslim.
Okay.
And he was like a real Muslim, not one of them fake ones. Like, you know, I had to cover up. I had to like walk behind him. I couldn't talk to a man. Like, it was like the real thing. And so,
Real
and you know,
accountability.
Christians, we
You just
believe
like,
that Jesus is the Son of God. They believe something different. And so we just could never get on the same page. And then I was just like, you know what? This is not working. I don't like it. I'm out.
Okay, and the third one?
And the third one, it was one of my best friends. You know, they say marry your best friend. No. Your best friend. Like, y'all can come friends later, but you shouldn't start off as best friends. So we
and this is why, fellas, you don't trust the whole platonic friendship thing. Don't believe women, like, don't date women who try to be friends with guys. These women is hoes. Serious.
kind of just knew each other triggers, and he was really crazy about me, to the point to where it was like really hard for him to like let it go. And so he kind of, I don't like to say anything bad about my exes, but he was way more in love than I was. So I just told him that we needed a break and that I would come back, and I just never went back.
Girl, so I'm gonna say this though. Any man watching, he might have like, is she gonna be loyal? Because you left all 3 men.
I mean, I've been engaged 6 times.
Wait, okay, hold on. You've been married 3 times
Why
and
do you-
engaged 6 times.
Ma'am, why do you think that speaks to something? Why do you think that speaks to something positive? Like what the fuck is wrong with you? Why do you think that speaks to something good about you? That you've been engaged 6 times, that a lot of men wanted to make a commitment to you, and you didn't go through with it. Why do you think that speaks to the quality of you, and not the lack thereof? Like, you know, if anything, this diminishes your value. With the more and more you go on about this, the more value you lose as a woman, if anything.
Or
Yeah.
those that are some of the 6 engagements were the marriages.
Yeah. 6
Wait,
married.
which one's yes?
6 engagements, married 3.
So out of the 6 that you got engaged to, 3 of them went to the actual altar.
Yes.
So there's 3, and now the other 3, are they 3 men or the same guy 3 times?
Different men.
So ultimately, 6 people wanted to marry you. 3 you actually did marry, but end up divorcing. And the other 3, why didn't you ever make it? Why didn't you make it to the altar with the other 3?
Because I could see it. I was just like, I know I'm going to divorce him. And so I was just like, no.
So
That mean you got with every single one of those guys, basically with like zero, like just valuing them. See, this is what happened. Like, women are always going to be hypergamous no matter what. But some women, especially the women who have a lot of opportunity, some of them just go completely like to the hypergamous side of the spectrum, and then they avoid everything else in the middle, and then they get mad when they're not fulfilled later on down the road. It's like, well, you solely picked on the fact that he was better than everybody else financially, which that is basically in theory what hypergamy is. But if you didn't take a good look at the guy at all, or you didn't like really think about if you can just be around him and be able to tolerate him, it's gonna blow up in your face eventually, or he's gonna eventually just start to realize that you don't really want to be around him as much, and it's gonna probably start to affect the dynamic. Let's get back into it.
let me ask you this, because some girls, do you want something like?
This happens when you're fine.
Do you want something long term? Do you want to just like have a good time? Huh?
I do, but I don't want a boyfriend. I want a partner. Like, I just want someone to travel with. You know, we fly free. We work for the best airline in the world.
Wait, you're gonna work? Oh, because you work in aviation.
Yes, and
so you fly for free.
Yeah.
Okay. He will fly for free too.
Yes.
Okay.
Ma'am, the good men in the dating market, especially the one who makes the money, who you're gonna say a man has to make to date you, stop promoting that like that makes you a better catch, because we're looking to cover our own bills, especially the men who are in like the top 20% of earners. I promise you can handle his own plane ticket. How about you focus on being a woman? Can you do that? Can you be submissive? Can you cook him a meal? Can you shut up? But that's probably why you want this like non-boyfriend thing, so that you get trips or not trips. You get like the protection of a man. You get the company of the man, the warmth of a man, but you don't have to really like commit. And when he tries to hold you to something that you don't like, you can always fall back on that flimsy ass deal you guys made and just say, oh, we're really not anything. Remember, we're just partners. We're just having fun. It's an unserious woman's deal.
And so I just want somebody to like travel with, have a good time with. You know, like that aunt and uncle that never gets married, but everyone thinks that they're married. That's like where I want to be. I don't need to go down the aisle. I've done that 3 times. Like, I don't want to waste any money. We could live together, have a great life together, but we don't actually have to like do paperwork. If he wants to, I'm fine with that. But I think,
Man, by you saying I don't want to waste his money, like you're saying, like if you were to spend the money on a wedding, it would end up being a waste of money because ultimately you're saying it wouldn't work out. Basically, you're revealing that on a subconscious level, you know you're a train wreck. You know that any guy should run from the hills and shouldn't deal with you. You're just still moving forward, which speaks to your lack of morality, like those faulty decisions you make and stuff.
it's more of like having a partner and having companionship. And now that I've done it 3 times, I'm like, I know what I like and what I don't like. So I've been single for 3 years and I just been kind of figure it out, seeing what I like, I don't like, what my,
I like that.
must-haves are.
I never seen
And
such a
so
joke
I
of a
think I have
woman.
it figured out now, but it's really hard when you figure it out. Because
Okay, I got a couple questions, and I'm not trying to cheapen your job at all. Are you a
yeah,
flight attendant?
no. I'm in like I make sure the flights take off every day.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Let's get it together because you said aviation, and then
Yeah.
when you said you fly for free, everybody is like, "Oh, she a flight attendant." Okay, but we got it. Nope, she's
No,
okay.
nothing against my flight attendant friends, because
Yes. Okay.
my degree is in accounting, and then I moved from the accounting department with the airline, and I moved into operations.
Okay.
I was just bored. I had been an accountant for 20 years, and so they gave me the opportunity to move over, and it's amazing. But yeah, I make sure the flights take off.
Okay, cool. All right. So now I think we at the top of the list with the questions. So we got Natasha, Chicago, 44 Aries, works in aviation, divorced, mom to 2. What kind of man are you looking for? Let's see, because you done had 6 options.
My bad, y'all. I tried to cut these out.
Man,
I don't know what
naked.
happened. I must have been half asleep.
The stomachs,
I recorded them so that I could cut
they
them
just
out.
don't get me there. So I need a guy that's fit. And
Okay.
so,
So
yeah.
we got there early. So we already got to should he look a certain way question out the way. Anything else before I go to your deal breakers?
I prefer a beard. I don't like a bare face.
Jesus, man.
But other than that, and he has to be really kind, like a very kind man. I don't like men to talk to me crazy. I'm very soft and feminine, so I like my man to like treat me like I'm a female.
Man, there's nothing feminine about not wanting to be in a There's nothing feminine about wanting to be in the company of a man and have him around you, maybe even give your body up to him, but you don't even want to be in a relationship with him. That's not feminine just inherently, okay?
I'm a woman,
Okay. All right. What are your deal breakers?
Oh, weed smoking, disgusting. And I don't mind like if you go out the country and like have a blunt or something or have an edible, but like chronic weed smokers, like the people that have to wake and bake or they have to smoke before they eat, it tastes really nasty on the tongue.
Ma'am, you do know that if you were to be dealing with a man, because just by sure him being more valuable than you, you're coming into his life. He doesn't have to do what you want to do. See, this is why older women lose incredibly hard to younger women. It's because of all the extra rules and standards and bullshit. It's all the nitpicking that younger women just don't do. Men who smoke Cubans are like even more expensive cigars. It smells even worse than men who smoke, who are 420 friendly, right? It's just, and a lot of men, that's the thing with men, especially a lot of men who make money. Big time cigar smokers. Men who make money are big time cigar smokers. And I can tell you want a guy who makes big money. And the guy who makes big money, he didn't get there because he listens to other people and does what other people says. He's a boss. He does what he does.
You might have to go back to your white men though. You open? And I'm not.
Oh, I want to say something really quick. Kendra G is getting ready to shit on black men real fast. This part, buckle up for everybody. To anybody who didn't believe my rant that I just went on about Kendra G having a problem with black men inherently, and that she has a vendetta with black men, she's resentful towards black men. She's getting ready to put that on display right here real quick because she's gotten comfortable with this hyena. Watch this.
And it makes the breath really bad. So no weed smokers. And
Oh yeah, I forgot it was on the other call. Hold on. I want y'all to hear this. It was with the other hyena.
I'm not saying you can't get married. I mean, you look good enough to
I
be
forgot.
somebody's wife,
I forgot.
child. But
Then
that
we're
is
gonna go back to the
non-negotiable
other
for
call.
you.
But y'all need to hear this.
Yeah, I you know, no.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, well, listen, because you want big money, you gotta I mean, you just can't only date black men. Listen, here's the deal, ladies. If you are gun ho on a money requirement, you gotta be open to all men. And they might not all be attractive, because what happens is, there's some men who make what y'all want and more, but they ain't the cutest things in the world. So sometimes you might have to decide, because there's some women that I saw this whole thing. It's so crazy because there's so many women looking for wealthy men. Child, they got a whole wealthy men, how to find them Instagram page. I said, what kind of shit is this? But I just be scrolling, so I saw it. But one lady who was married to a wealthy white man, she broke it down, and I was like, she breaking it down right, because she was saying, like, her husband wasn't the cutest thing in the world, but he was wealthy, and she was saying and she started showing pictures of what wealthy men look like, and they actually wasn't black. They was Asian. They was white. They was out of shape. They was older. They had a missing tooth, but they had the money. And then she said, the problem is y'all be looking for this. And then it was all Idris Elba looking black men. And she said, those are men who want your money. And I said, well, damn, she done said that one. She did a whole.
Shall I say more? Kendra's theory, let me walk this down for y'all slow. Kendra's theory is that if black women want to get them a man with some money, that they need to look away from black men. As if we don't have successful, high earning black men. That's bullshit. I know some of them who subscribe to my channel, who sponsor the show. I know high earning men who hit me up for consultations all the time, who are in the top 20% of earners. Black men. What are you talking about? There are plenty of black men doing well. Black women, y'all love to put this narrative out there like we're just so behind you and we just can't catch up. And that other men are they're just whooping our ass, right? I'm sorry, Kendra G, that you can't find this unicorn high value man that won't do exactly as you say, even though I'm really not sorry. I say that sarcastically, of course. But can't you tuck your disdain for black men and just be professional? And just conduct your dating show that we only care about because of the ladies and the gentlemen who come on the platform, not because of you and your stupid wigs. We watch it because we care about the people who come onto the show. They're entertaining. We don't care about you. We don't care that you were in an HBCU. We don't care that you had a half-skelter mediocre radio career. We could care fucking less, Kendra. You're not shit. That's what you don't understand. We don't really think about you. If it wasn't for the women coming on the show, we wouldn't give a shit. I don't say that because I don't like you. I say that because that's a fact. And stuff like this proves that you have an issue with black men. This is why you sued that content creator just for being right about you. Just for being right about you. And thinking that you're in control and thinking that you're better than black men. I truly believe that you think you're better than the men that you want. You represent something. You represent a mentality that's prevalent in black women. You all want us, but you think that you're better than us. You think that we're lesser than you, but you want to be married to us, or you want us to be with you. But it's not going to happen. We're not going to just. Much love to Jamaico, he says, it's been a minute, so it's time I bless the collection plate. Keep it up, godson. Much love. I appreciate you. I want to make sure I didn't think I missed the super earlier. I didn't mean somebody sent the super earlier, and I was in the middle of a spill, and I don't think I got to read it. Oh, yeah, I did get to read it. It was the expired snack. Okay.
Whole sermon. So I say this.
And what else? Bad hygiene and bad feet. I like nice feet.
Okay, no bad hygiene, no bad feet. I mean, you kind of already answered the should he look a certain way question. Do you want to elaborate or what we have? I know he has to be fit, can't have a belly, have nice feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
what's your ethnicity, honey?
I'm Negro. I'm Black. People say that all the time. I have other stuff like great grandparents, but I don't count that. I'm just Black.
Okay. Fair enough, but okay. So she Negro, she said. Okay. Now, child, this is the next question. I wonder what your answer gonna be. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Yes. But it depends on the person. Because some men make great money and make bad decisions, and they live paycheck to paycheck. So I feel like if a guy is good with his money and he's responsible, you know, he can't make less than me.
Okay, so what is that?
And so I've been an accountant since I was 23.
I was gonna say, and you work in aviation.
So he just needs to meet me where I am. But also, if he makes less than me and he's great with money, that's fine also.
Could he make 100,000?
Yeah.
Okay.
If he's responsible.
If he's responsible. Could he make less than 100,000?
Ma'am, this is all money you don't really qualify for. And you're trying to like act like, oh, that'll do. You're trying to have this, that'll do. Like, I guess that'll suffice. That's the energy of the woman who is overqualified for the money. You're not overqualified for the money.
Probably not, because after taxes and insurance, he's probably only bringing home 70. And yeah, probably not.
That'll be an issue.
Not really an issue, just he couldn't keep up with me. Like he wouldn't be able to take a vacation every month. Even though the flights are free, we still have to pay for food and hotel and things like that.
Look how the value of a man and Black woman is so wrapped up in a motherfucking vacation. What the hell is wrong with our women? Like, I'm starting to think that this shit is just mental health. Like, or our women just aren't maturing. Like, our women aren't maturing past a certain age. They think that a relationship is about like, yes, like, we got to create memories. We got to go on trips and blah, blah. That's all just a byproduct of a healthy relationship. A healthy relationship is about stability, consistency, legacy, mutual shared. Like you like men, we're not gonna. No guy's looking to sign up to be your little fun partner. Yeah, well, she just needs somebody to travel with, kick it with. Nothing major. We're not looking to do that. And guys who make good money, like 150K and up, they're not here for play. They're not here to be your little side buddy. That just sounds convenient because you're old and you don't really want to commit. Because older women are usually less likely to want to commit. They get actually more nervous and apprehensive than they ever were when they were a young girl, when they're older women. I don't know.
If you go,
and I just feel like maybe.
Are you going out the country every month or just weekends?
I take mini trips and I take big trips. So I might take a big trip every 3 months, like out the country, and I might take like a small trip every month.
Who cares?
Well, he could do the small trip in the month time.
Yeah, but then he's gonna be mad I'm leaving.
That's why they have all the consumer debt. You're right, Divine Photo. It is why they have all the damn
so have
consumer
enough
debt.
income to travel, but she got the flights.
Yeah, and I go to Houston every month also.
Well, I'm going to be in Houston for our next, we're on tour. So
Okay.
we're in Dallas October 23rd and we're in Houston October 28th. It's Afrotech Week if you're in town.
I'll be there. Yeah.
Yes, come. So you have to RSVP. You have to RSVP, but I'm gonna make sure you good. So it's at Mocha. Are you familiar with Mocha in Houston? Okay, so Tuesday, October 28th. Okay. Also, I don't know if you want to. I mean, you're technically in Chicago, but we're gonna be showcasing 6 singles. We'll feature in 6 singles in each city. If you want to be one of the girls from Houston.
Yeah.
The only thing is, you're technically a Chicago girl now.
It's fine. So my grandmother has Alzheimer's and dementia. And so I go to Houston every month for at least a week. So like I'm always in Houston. It's like I live there. And all my friends.
Kendra, why am I not surprised that this is the woman that you wanna why am I surprised that this is the woman that you want to feature on your show? Like, do you know this is somehow this has to be a direct reflection of the quality of your womanhood and who you are as a woman. That out of all the women you would want to present on a grand scale, you want to present a woman like this. A woman who's been engaged 6 times, married 3 times, engaged 6 times, a complete and utter failure. And she can't even probably produce a baby anymore for a man. She's so old. She's not anything like, I see probably why you want to present her, because you want that narrative to be true for you. You want to believe that everything is still possible for you because you're in that same demographic. That's why you support this kind of hyena, because you want her truths to be true for you, because you guys are both in the same boat. You're older women, even though they look better than you. You're like relatively decent looking women who are finding yourself without a man, but you got a career though, and you make good money, but nobody want to settle down with you. I'm not surprised that you support her, and you're like, yeah, let's get you seen. It's like, you have 2 other women you just covered this week, and they're all great catches. Are you going to feature them on the big screen in Houston?
And there's something about you too. You're quiet, confident. She got how the manly wanna see. Oh, yeah, you thick. You got one of those. I see why they wanted to marry you. You definitely got one of those. You have a nice shape. You have the petite, thick shape.
Thank you.
And there's something about you too. You're quiet, confident. You're like, you're like.
Don Neo says the prettier they are, the more evil they are. And when talking about older women, the prettier they are, and you're older and you're middle aged, the more that they're the problem. That's why we made her on the thumbnail. We labeled it if the problem was a person. Because when you look good and you're aesthetically pleasing to the eye, but nobody has made a long-term decision on you, or none of your engagements went through, you came here flaunting these engagements as if that was going to somehow, I don't know, increase your value as a woman. Maybe you thought that would like make men want to pursue you more, but it doesn't. It doesn't. The truth is you don't qualify for the money that you're asking for. That's the truth. That's the truth. And let's say even if you could hook that guy, what you're offering, it isn't even meaningful. It's very void of substance. You want a guy who wants to travel with you, and there's no real commitment there, which means if he were to find out you're just topping guys off in your spare time, he couldn't even really get mad at it. If he found out that when he was around you, when he wasn't around you, you were entertaining other people, he could even really, like, it's just loose, right? But he has to make a certain amount of money to be around you, but you don't even really want to commit to him. You don't see how weird that is? Or how entitled that is? Get your shit together, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. It's ThonLexy, man. I'm at an hour mark. Enjoyed doing my little reaction. We made gold by a landslide right there at the end. We ended up making gold. Shout out to the people who came through and supported the show. And because you guys came through and supported the show, we'll be back with another one. You guys be good. Take care. Hit the like button on your way out, man. ThonLexy. I'll see you guys on the next one. Be good.